Well, the first head-to-head debate between the two remaining candidates who want to be the next Conservative Party leader and Prime Minister takes place tonight on BBC One.
Rishi Sunak and Liz Truss will face questions from audience members in Stoke-on-Trent who have previously voted Conservative.
Well, our political correspondent Nick Eardley has managed to get into the venue in Stoke for us this morning to give us a sneak preview of this showdown. And there's everything at stake for both candidates tonight, Nick.
Yeah, morning, John. It really is. It's a big deal because a week from today, the ballot papers for Conservative members are going to start dropping. So it's debates like this that are going to be the last chance before that happens for the two candidates to persuade the 160,000 or so Conservative members that they are the best person to be our next Prime Minister. So tonight you're going to have Rishi Sunak standing here making his pitch. You're going to have Liz Truss over here. I think the dynamic in the race has changed a bit, actually, because if you look at the polls of Conservative members, they suggest that it's Liz Truss who's quite a bit ahead. So Rishi Sunak has a lot to do tonight to try and make up some ground. I think it's a big deal for him. It's a big moment where he's going to be trying to persuade people of his vision. What hasn't changed is that this is a pretty heated campaign. There's been a lot of arguments between the two camps on the economy. Rishi Sunak says you need to wait to cut taxes. Liz Truss says you can do it now to stimulate growth. You've got debates over immigration. Rishi Sunak's been saying at the weekend he wants a limit on the number of refugees. Liz Truss's allies are saying that that might be illegal under domestic and international law. Rows this morning about who's been too soft on China. It does feel like a really heated campaign, and I think it's going to be tough for the two candidates to resist that tonight. And when we've seen them on TV together so far, they've been pretty prepared to knock lumps out of each other. I wonder what it's going to be like when they're head-to-head tonight.
Absolutely. And meanwhile, in Liverpool today, Keir Starmer for the Labour Party is going to be sort of reaching out with his own policy plans, trying to persuade us all that he wants to be our next Prime Minister after one of these two.
Yeah, I mean, he wants to set out a bit more of his ideas about the economy later. I mean, it's been a strange time, hasn't it? Because there's been so much focus on who's going to be the Prime Minister in a couple of months that Keir Starmer's been crowded out a bit. He's going to talk about economic growth today, say that there's not a magic money tree, but he thinks growing the economy will solve some of the problems that we're all seeing in our bank balances and at the shops at the moment. I think the question he'll face is how he's going to deliver that economic growth. But he wants to be part of the debate. He wants to be Prime Minister after the next general election. And tonight on the BBC, we'll be hearing from the two people that want to be Prime Minister in just over a month's time as well.
That's 9 o'clock, isn't it, on BBC One tonight, Nick? Thank you very much indeed. In fact, they better get that. The clock's wrong in that hall. The clock behind you is a couple of minutes slow.
So it is.
Oh, yeah. I'll have a word. I'll try and get that sorted for tonight.
So
the programme might go over. I need to tell Sophie Rewer to keep the time.
9 o'clock-ish on BBC One. Thank you very much indeed for now.